Good evening, sir, and all my dear classmates. So today I am here to give my presentation. My presentation topic is election and representation. Let's talk first about what is election. Can you please tell me what is election? Anybody know? Yes, please.
In which we elect a leader, we elect a new leader for our society.
So election is basically a mechanism in which we decide or we choose a representative to form a government. Then the next word which is included in my topic is representation. Can you please tell what do you mean by representation? Anybody? Okay. So representation means talking or acting or speaking in behalf of somebody else or in behalf of a group. Right. So when we talk about elections and representation, the first thing came in our mind is democracy. If we will talk about our country, there is democracy, right? So in democracy, election has become a most visible symbol. Without election, we can't consider our country as a democratic country. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. So now, in this case, it is very important that which type of democracy we follow. There are two types of democracy. First is indirect and second is direct. In India, we follow both the democracies. First is direct, in which is followed by us when we are there in the contesting the elections of Gram Sabha, right, in the local government. But when we talk about indirect democracy, there are two types sub-topics. First is FPDP and second is PR. In India, we do not follow PR system because it is too complicated. But we follow FPDP. Why? Because in this, India is divided into different constituencies. What is constituency? Constituencies are basically some units or areas in which which are selected for the purpose of conducting elections. In each area where the election is conducted, that area is to be known as the constituency. From each area, from every area, one representative is elected. Can you guess there are how many constituencies in India? 543. There are total 543 constituencies in India while we contest the elections of Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha elections means when we contest the elections for electing the Prime Minister. Here we can't go for direct. Direct basically involves the involvement of the people or the citizens directly. Means they participate in the decision making in day-to-day life and for running the government. But in indirect democracy, we choose a representative from our area. Then that representative will be a part of the parliament and that will decide who will be the Prime Minister or what. Then in FPDP, we don't choose we don't vote for the party, we vote for the candidate. For example, let me ask you that there are two main political parties in India. First is Congress, second is BJP. In BJP, the main leader is Mr. Narendra Modi, a Prime Minister. So he is launching all the policies and thinking for the welfare of the society. If Modi ji will move to the next party, means Congress, that will get switched. Which party will you support?
BJP.
That should be we should not do, because if we will vote for the BJP, there should not be a leader. Modi ji will not be there or any other leader who is doing the welfare of the thinking for the welfare of the society. We should always go vote for the candidate, not for the party. Let me tell you who decides. Do you have any idea who decides? Who give this symbol to the political party? Who decides the date for contesting elections, for result declaration? Do you know? Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India decides all these things, right? Then there is Delimitation Commission also. Delimitation Commission do not decide the symbols or such kind of things, but it decides the constituencies area. Means it decides according to the constituency, reservation is also done. Anybody know what is the meaning of reservation in India? For which the reservation is done for the weaker section, like SC, STs, means who are not able to contest elections by their own, who are not in power, who are in less in number in India. So they get the more means reserved constituency for them. That is decided by the Delimitation Commission. Then let's come to electoral reforms. Electoral reforms means what the society or what the citizens tells or means suggest all the means changes which should be required. So first is the India should move from FPTP to PR, and we should not follow that according to me. And because in FPTP the India is divided into different constituencies. But if we will not divide India into different constituencies, the people will not be able to express their feelings, right? May I have any query?
Why political parties choose dictators? I think Modi is a dictator.
Modi ji means a prime minister is not a dictator. He is just a member of a parliament who is elected by the representatives whom we choose. Then the politics is all about a game. Most people call it a dirty game, which is true, but it is not in our hands. It is controlled by the constitution of the country because fundamental rights are given. Then the second thing, it is controlled by the Election Commission of India.
Yes.
Why election is important?
Election is important because in India we follow democracy, and in India if we will not practice elections, elections in regular interval, we can't call it then a democracy.